All right, the Chicago Bulls take care of the New York Knicks on Derrick Rose night, 139 to 126. We're going to be talking about the key takeaways from tonight's win against the New York Knicks, along with just a little bit more of a reflection back into what took place at the United Center with Derrick Rose tonight. So this is your host, Rico Greenhowe, and you have found yourself on another episode of Bulls Digest. And so today the Chicago Bulls do take care of business against the Knicks, 139 to 126. I think that the real key takeaway from this game is just that it was a huge third quarter for this team, really surged by the New York Knicks, and the Knicks were just not able to respond. There were several key performers in this game, which we're going to talk about. And you guys know I usually go with the MVPs, and I think that the real MVP of the night, it was Derrick Rose. I think that if you got a chance to look at this game on NBA TV and just see that halftime ceremony, and then also too just listening to Derrick Rose on the sideline with Stacey King, that was great to hear. And so just I think that that was huge for the Chicago Bulls to start off with, brought a ton of energy to the United Center, and just really took all of us Bulls fans back down memory lane with all the special memories that Derrick Rose just really gave to the Chicago Bulls and really the city, and continues to give to the city. So it was great to see Derrick Rose be acknowledged in tonight's game. And we also got the announcement that his jersey is going to be retired next season. So I think that that is huge, that you are going to see his jersey into the rafters. And so with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the box score and take a look at some of the key takeaways from tonight's game. And so let's start with Zach LaVine, okay? Because on the court, I think that Zach LaVine certainly was an MVP for the team on the court tonight. I talked about this in the pregame show, saying that I thought between Zach LaVine and Vooch that they were really going to have to lead this team, because I knew, with Derrick Rose being acknowledged tonight, there was going to be a ton of energy in the building, probably a ton of emotion out there, and I think that they were led by Zach LaVine, Vooch, and also to Coby White. We're going to talk about that in a moment. But with Zach LaVine, look, he really had it on a heater for the most part. I mean, he was giving the New York Knicks everything that he could give them. I mean, he was giving them turnaround shots. He was hitting three-point shots. He was getting to the line. Everything he did tonight was great. 33 points. He had 7 assists. He had 4 rebounds. He had a steal. He was +7, 13 of 21 from the field, 3 of 6 from downtown tonight. And so Zach LaVine had it going. He certainly led us, was hitting critical baskets when we needed it. Next up with Vooch. And so Vooch, look, I know he had a tough matchup with Karl Anthony Towns, and Karl Anthony Towns still had quite a game. He really came on in the second half. But Vooch, I think he gave Karl Anthony Towns some work down there as well in the paint. He had 22 points, 3 assists. He had 12 rebounds. He had a steal, and he was +6 in the plus-minus box score. He was an efficient 10 of 19 from the field. Didn't really have it going from the three-point line tonight, but a lot of stuff going on under the three-point line, and the series of moves that he was giving the defense and the paint and things like that. Loved the energy that we got from Vooch, and so he certainly helped lead the way. And then next up, Coby White. And so Coby White, I think he was terrific tonight. You knew he definitely was locked in, especially when he had 2, I think, three-pointers at the end of 2 quarters, holding the poles as he's shooting the 3 ball. Like, that is the Coby White that we saw where we're thinking he's like the most improved player of the league last season. And like, you see that, and this is why you get excited about Coby White and just the potential if he's able to stay with it consistently, because he's been locked in lately with just getting to the rim, and I think that it's starting to really kind of unlock him again offensively. And so hopefully Coby White can continue on this pace. He had 33 points, he had 3 assists, 2 rebounds, he was +10. He was 11 of 17 from the field, 9 of 11 from the three-point line. You knew he was really feeling it. I think there was one time he got it ahead on a fast break, and he did that step back to the corner, and I'm going, oh no, here we go. And then he just knocks down down a three and looks at the crowd. I'm like, well, I guess he was on one tonight. So Coby White had a very good game. So next up, another player that played very well, Josh Giddey. And so Josh Giddey, look, I think he got a rip and then he just threw it over his head down to, I think, LaVine for a finish. And I'm like, okay, we're doing that. And then he also had a 3-of-3 performance from downtown as well. So Josh Giddey, I talked about the confidence, and I feel like the confidence is really beaming with him. And it looks like he's getting more comfortable with the Chicago Bulls. And so that is good to see. So he had 15 points. He had 8 assists. He had 10 rebounds. He had a block. He had a steal. He was plus 10 in the box score. 5 of 10 from the field and 3 of 3 from three-point territory tonight. So Josh Giddey, really strong game tonight. With Patrick Williams, look, only 5 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 block. He was -6, 1 of 5, just couldn't get anything going tonight. With the bench, I think that the bench gave us a ton of energy. And starting with Julian Phillips, I talked about Julian Phillips in the last video and about having him get out there some more to really kind of unlock his potential. And he just went down to the G League. Obviously, him and Modest have come back up. He played with a ton of energy tonight, still continues to knock down that corner three-point shot. I feel like that is going to be something that is going to be a staple of his game. And I think that there's other aspects that can be unlocked. But you see just the real raw athleticism that Julian Phillips had. He had a terrific steal and open court finish. Like Julian Phillips defensively just showed you something there. And so that's why we're excited about him. 7 points, he had an assist, he had a rebound, he was plus 12, but the energy was there. With Jalen Smith. So Jalen Smith, 10 points tonight, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. He had 2 blocks. He was plus 7. He had a very nice finish after Josh Giddey had thrown it to him. I think it was on like a little mini roll or pick and roll. So that was a nice play for him. But knocking down shots, ton of confidence out there. So a good one for Jalen Smith. Dalen Terry, energy tonight, 2 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. He was plus 5. Notable too, on the bench, we had THT. He played, he had 3 minutes. He had 2 points. And then Modest Buzelis, 2 points, 1 rebound, 1 steal, 1 block, and he was only out there for 2 minutes, I see. And so he was a plus 4 in the plus-minus box score. And Zoe. And so Lonzo hit some really big shots in the third quarter. In fact, I think he hit the shot that tied the game up in the third quarter, where the Bulls went on a 20-4 run in that particular quarter. And so Zoe, look, he caught a lob. Zoe is definitely back, and he also played 25 minutes in this game as well. And so, look, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, and again, plus 10, but 25 minutes tonight. So that was huge for Zoe. And so, just a great overall win for the Chicago Bulls. I think that they all chipped in. The second chance points were there. I think at one point in the second or third quarter, they had the second chance points. They were leading that 7-2. Didn't get a chance to see the closing part of the second chance category. But anyway, you get a chance to really just get an idea of what this team was doing with the energy level and the effort. It was there. It was apparent really all night. And they had to bring it to on Derrick Rose night. So let's go ahead and jump into the box score and look at some of the key takeaways here. And so the rebounding totals, the Knicks win that 49-43. You see that the turnovers, it's a tie of 13-13 in that one. So not bad. Obviously not good to turn the basketball over, but it is going to happen in basketball. A lot better than the 17 the last game out. Fast break points, the Knicks win 20-18 in that. The Knicks just crushed the Bulls in the paint, 72-56. Like Karl-Anthony Towns and these guys were getting downhill at will. As far as the steals are concerned, the Knicks win that 7-6. Bulls 3-4 in the block shots as far as the activity there. And then you see just the field goal percentage. And so the field goal percentage, that was really the telltale of this game. Bulls got really hot, 54.3 from the field, 54.1 from 3. So terrific even number here for the field goal percentage, 3-point percentage. That was great. The Knicks, 49.5, but you see that they shot a chilly 26.7 from three, and so that definitely hurt the Knicks. Couldn't get any three-pointers to go. The Bulls go to the line 18 times. The Knicks went to 28 times. They were 22 out of 28. The Bulls 17 of 18 here. And so the Bulls take care of business. And then one more key takeaway from this one, just going back to Derrick Rose and just his speech. I loved it when he was talking about just being good or great. I think that was just, it was great, man. Just hearing him talk about that and just, the principles and just hearing Joakim Noah, again, hearing Stacey King and just the acknowledgement that he got in this night out. And so you just really get a chance to just see how impactful Derrick Rose really was and continues to be, I think, for the city of Chicago and just for the Chicago Bulls in general. So great night. Great to see that the Chicago Bulls got the win tonight. And so let me know in the comments, what was your key takeaway from tonight's game? I'd love to definitely hear the thoughts here. Just want to thank everybody out there for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the content. It means a lot to us here at Bulls Digest as we continue to try to reach that modest goal of just 5,000 subscribers by the end of the NBA season out there. Wanted to let you know about 68.3% of you that watch are not subscribed to the channel. So make sure that you go ahead and mash on that subscribe button. And so look, even though the Chicago Bulls to take care of business here tonight in a good way, we still know that this Chicago Bulls team still has a lot of work to go. Still need to try to figure out a way to continue to prioritize these younger players that are going to be a part of the future for the Chicago Bulls, and really still need to get into that direction. But this was a great win, a good step in the right direction in the new year. Hopefully the Bulls can find some consistency. I'll be seeing you guys on the next video. And as I usually say all the time, go Bulls. See red if you can, guys. I'll see you on the next one. All right, peace.